going on, everyone? It's Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you all. It is Wednesday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And I forgot today was Star Wars Day, and I decided to put on a Rugrats shirt instead. Oh, my bad. My mistake. But anyway, let's get right into it. Let's talk a little bit about the Lakers. I know they're irrelevant. They're nowhere to be found in the playoffs this year. They didn't, reach that ultimate goal. But that's not why I'm talking about the Lakers. I'm talking about the Lakers because I happened to have my TV on First Take this morning. And, it's been a while since I listened to Stephen A. Smith. I've seen clips of some of his stuff here and there, but I haven't really sat through an episode of First Take until this morning. And this morning he brought up an interesting discussion about LeBron, and he basically said that the Lakers should strongly consider trading LeBron James. You know what? I agree with Stephen A. Smith 100% on trading LeBron James, but I don't think the Lakers will trade LeBron James, and here's why I don't think that's going to happen. LeBron, for one, is a superstar player. The Lakers haven't had that superstar player, someone of his caliber, since Kobe retired. So having a box office player like him, even though he's old and, he's approaching his twilight years, having a player like LeBron generates revenue for your franchise. It sells tickets. It puts butts in seats. LeBron is that player that people want to come out and watch on a nightly basis. So this generates a lot of money for a franchise like the Lakers, a well-known franchise that a lot of people root for here in Los Angeles, and he's under the Hollywood spotlight. He's still LeBron James at the end of the day. But I do see where Stephen A. Smith is coming from, and he went into it a little bit, why he says the Lakers should trade him, and I'm on board with that. I totally agree 100%. Jeannie Buss and them have to make the move. Now is the time to trade him while there's still some value. The thing is, I don't know where you can move him. I don't know where you can trade him to. That remains a question. Again, I don't see him getting moved, but I would like to see the Lakers possibly trade him because, look, the Lakers need a more explosive superstar. It's time to move on from LeBron James. It's time to rebuild. Thank you, LeBron, for delivering the NBA championship to LA, but bye-bye. Your time is up here. It's time to go. I'm not sure if, he has that same relationship that he had with the front office and that organization. But, if I'm Jeannie Buss, and since she has so many other people in her ear, whispering in her ear, if I'm Jeannie Buss, Kurt Rambis, Linda Rambis, Rob Pelinka, since he's going to be, in control of the operations, I'm, listening to offers. I'm going to possibly entertain the idea of trading LeBron James this offseason. I would make this move. I would strongly consider making this move. LeBron, look, is 37 years old. He's in his 19th year, and he's in the final year of his contract. I get it. He's averaging 30 points. He's still an ageless wonder. He's that veteran presence on your team. And, he definitely, if his team was a lot better, he definitely had a strong case to possibly be the MVP of the league, But there's no denying what he can do on the basketball court and how he has taken his game to greater heights. I don't think anyone is denying that. But you get compensation for him while you can still get compensation for him. You move him while you still can. And, I'm sure you can make an offer and get something in return for him. It won't be easy to pull this off, but as stubborn as Jeannie Buss is and that Lakers organization, LeBron's not going nowhere. LeBron is most likely going to get an extension. It's probably going to be like another 2-year extension. I think he finishes out his career in LA. I think he wanted to be a Laker. Obviously, he wanted to live here in Southern California. So I don't really see him going anywhere. But I do agree with Stephen A. Smith, and I do see where he's coming from. Because this Laker team is not going anywhere. This Lakers team, it's, you know, they got to get 10 times better. I mean, it was a horrible season last year for this Laker team. It was a nightmare out of hell watching the Lakers play. It was painful to watch this team perform night in and night out. But, you know, yeah, I'm on board with this. I think you trade him. You have to move him. You have to move him. You know, LeBron James trade value will never be higher. This is probably the lowest LeBron's trade value has ever been because of his age and his contract. You know, so I mean, it's just a lot. It's just a lot to process here. It'll be interesting to see if the Lakers actually make a move. You know, but I don't know. This would not be totally shocking, as James seems to love the Hollywood lifestyle, as I mentioned. But again, it's a business, and signing him to an extension might not be the smartest thing in the world for the Lakers. You know, they might have second thoughts about that as well. I don't know if I would even consider signing an extension to keep LeBron around. Again, you have to get younger, and you have to bring in superstar talent. You know, and that's the problem with this Laker team. They put a bunch of veteran players on one team and thought it would work, and it has not worked out for the Lakers. You know, and no one on this team knew their role, and LeBron James wasn't, you know, holding things together for this team as a leader. It's just time to rebuild. I think the Lakers should retool and go into a rebuild, honestly. You know, but even though I think the Lakers should consider trading LeBron, I don't think he's going anywhere. Not anytime soon. And I think the Lakers are going to be the way they are, at least for the next couple years. Struggling, trying to figure out how to win basketball games. Barely making the playoffs. They might be a borderline playoff team at best. We'll see what next season looks like for this Laker team. But last season, we all know it didn't look good at all for the Lakers, but we'll see. Thank you guys for checking in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful day. Peace.